Welcome to Birdseeds, and as always, thank you so much for listening. Truly appreciate it. I hope you get a lot out of it. I know I do. That's why I do this. I've mentioned this many times. This is a selfish endeavor, but I like making sure I stay positive. I like taking a minute to think back on my week and pull out sort of those aha moments, those whatever they are, those lines of wisdom. And by doing that, and I focus on them and I share them with you, it helps them go internally and I learn from them. So thank you for listening. It forces me to do it. If nobody listened, it'd be hard to keep going. So thank you. So today I had a roofer over here to take a look at my roof. I'm having some roof issues. We're not going to dive deep into that. That'll be later. And I don't know about you. I always find myself having really organic conversations with people that are sort of way out of context. And I don't know if it's me. I don't know if everybody experiences. I just don't know. But this roofer's here. We're taking a look at the roof. We're talking through it. He starts mentioning music. He saw my guitar up on the wall. So then we get into kind of a deeper conversation about music, but it goes even deeper than that. So he starts telling me about his father who's got early stage dementia and how struggle it is. And I sort of took that into me taking care of my grandparents towards the end of their life and the struggles that my grandmother had with that. Then it went into my mom and, last November with her passing, and just very organic, real, meaningful conversation between two adults that hadn't met before. Real information, real talk. Then he started going back to music, and he said something about how his dad has a hard time remembering what he ate 5 minutes ago, but you put a song on and he'll get emotional from the song. He'll remember it. He was saying that this one song came on and his dad started crying because he remembered his mom playing it to him, 50 years prior, however long, maybe probably more than that, 60, 70 years prior. And I made a comment, and I don't think it's earth-shattering by any means. I said, but that's, said something about how music is sort of the international language or the, universal language, whatever you want to call it. Don't have to have words. Anybody can listen to it. Anybody can feel it. Anybody can appreciate it. But the difference is a form of communication, right? Because that's communication. As a form of communication, the difference between just talking to somebody and saying to somebody and music is music becomes an art, right? When it's a heartfelt performance, it's art. The meaning is probably different than the way the listener interprets it. But what does art actually do? Art conveys emotion. Art induces emotion. And that's the difference, right? So when you hear a song, you aren't just listening to the words. If you're just reading a poem, and poem is art too, don't get me wrong, but you're just reading the poem of the words, cool. But it's not going to trigger the memory. It's why would music have helped somebody remember something that's having a hard time remember? And it's because they're not remembering the moment. It elicits the emotion they were in that moment, right? That's the difference. It's not a memory of something that occurred. It's a memory of the emotion, and those stick with us. That's what drives those things in. You can take that forward to PTSD. Why does PTSD, happen? And why do people go back into those moments? Because they haven't processed it, et cetera, et cetera. But it's the emotion that they're experiencing that causes them to do those things, to feel those things. So art is an expression of emotion. Art elicits emotion. Again, not an earth-shattering concept, but I think just really impactful to think about it that way, and just thinking about making music and making art. And man, it just all it really needs to be about is getting somebody to experience the emotion. And everybody's going to experience it different. You can take that into other forms of art, into paintings. Again, just a image of a countryside. But the artist is going to put their influence in it. They're going to light up things in different ways. They're going to, have the sun shining at a different angle. There's going to be different things in the foreground, et cetera, et cetera. But so any form of art, it's an expression of emotion. It's been Birdseeds. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you have a wonderful day. Take care.